Hello, here you are in the Nakisa HR Suite Administrator Training. Please note this video is part of a series of training videos that we have created to enable our clients to be proficient in the admin console of the Nakisa HR Suite. So the topic of this video will focus on the Help Center. The objective here is to showcase how the Nakisa HR Suite administrators can make use of the Help Center for any additional help. Please note that we offer context-sensitive help and training videos to help the administrators with their day-to-day maintenance tasks. However, for any further help, you can always refer to the Help Center within your admin console to get your questions answered immediately instead of raising a support ticket and waiting for a response for some of these simple queries. Now let's jump into the admin console. Let's assume a scenario where you are required to set the root of your organizational chart. To provide some additional context, a root is a top-level parent node in the hierarchy of an organization that typically contains the org units, positions, and employees. Typically, the root of the organization is said to be the org unit of the head of the organization or the position ID of the head of the organization. And from this defined root, the org chart cascades down with different departments and positions added in. If you are unsure where exactly is the configuration to set the root of your organization, you can use the search bar at the top and then key in the keyword. In our case, it is organization root. Once I key in the keyword, I have a number of search results which pop up, and I can select the appropriate search result, which is going to take me to the section where I can go ahead and set the root of the organization. Alternatively, you can use the menu panel on your left side section to navigate to the settings where you can go ahead and set the root of the organization. Since I know where exactly are the settings, I'm going to select the org chart settings, and then under the org chart settings, I'm going to select general settings. So here I can modify the root of the organization by modifying the organizational root value field. So while going through this configuration, I also see a toggle button called dynamic root. So when I can read the context sensitive help, it says that the org chart will automatically load from the logged in users associated root, and the static root value above will be used if the logged in users associated root cannot be found. And I also see a section called a drop down called vacancy logic, right? And I would need to understand more about this vacancy logic. In this case, what I can do is I can click on the help center, which is going to pop up the help documentation in a separate window. So since I already have that open in the other page, let me toggle to the help section. In the Help Center, I can use the search bar at the top right corner to get more information on what I'm looking for. So in this case, let me key in the keyword dynamic root. Then once I select the search result which have popped up, it takes me to the page where I can find more information on the dynamic root. So once I read the text which is given, which is if you want your users to see their direct manager as the default root when they log in instead of the head of the entire organization, move the switch for the dynamic root setting to on and click save. Now I get a better understanding of what is the dynamic root. So going back to the scenario that we had, I also had in question what is the different vacancy logics that are available. So as I can see here, if I'm selecting incumbent in position as the vacancy logic, it basically looks for the incumbent to decide if the position is occupied or not. And the other option is flag based. So basically, depending on the indicator that we bring in from your ERP, Nakisa HR Suite calculates if a position is vacant or not. So this is how I've gone ahead and clarified different questions that I had on dynamic routes and vacancy logic. Similarly, you can use the help documentation to get more of your questions clarified immediately. To summarize, in this training video, we've seen how to make use of the Nakisa HR Suite's Help Center to get most of your questions clarified immediately. Thank you.